Hi everyone, I am back. I promised you two, so I brought you two. Still wearing the charm necklace though. This video we're going to talk about Mehcad Brooks leaving Supergirl. This isn't going to be too long because I've already talked about this on the Mary Sue, link to that down below. But I am really upset that he is leaving. Not because James was my favorite character. The treatment of James Olsen in Supergirl is endemic of the way that race-bent characters get tokenized and then ruined on these shows sometimes. And with James, it's especially jarring because in the first season of Supergirl, he was a major player. He was the love interest to Kara. And then as soon as he went into CW, he got replaced by a white man and Mon-El was the worst. And we were all living with that regret. And it's very jarring to me, especially because he did such a good job with David Harwood playing the Martian Manhunter. They get How to Be an Alien Black Man with John Jones, who is often being the voice of blackness on the show, which is fine. I mean, he's played by a black man, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like James Olsen is right there as Mehcad Brooks, also being a black man and being a large black man. And there has been at no point any really important ways that I feel they found a way to make James a lasting player. Him being with Lena has never been popular because of Supercorp, which I'm not gonna get into that right now, but you know, that's one of the issues. And I really just dislike the fact that, like with the Guardian subplot, it never went anywhere because it's always kind of being and then yanked away because it's not interconnected to anything. So it never really feels connected to the mesh of the show. And then on top of it, with the, you know, the Liberty stuff last season, the fact that James, a black man in America, had nothing to say on that topic besides kind of trying to be a centrist. I was like, you're a black man, James Olsen, in this universe. I don't understand why you, a large black man, would want to side or trying to understand terrorists, or especially racially coded terrorists. And it was just very much like, something's not right here. Miss Clavel's not feeling this one. When I heard he was leaving, I felt this anger, not frustration, just anger, because it was like, he's going off, he's gonna be in a Mortal Kombat movie, he's gonna be Jack, he's gonna be living his best life, and I'm proud of him. But this is frustrating. It is frustrating when you see talented black actors be put into these roles and get screwed over. Like, I'm watching Titans now because I still watch Titans, even though it's a hot mess sometimes. And Corey, played by Anna Jope, talented, love her, amazing. What's she doing right now? Can't even tell you, girl. Not appearing in many episodes. The episode about her last season, barely in it. Barely in it. You know, she got a new weave, so we out here slaying hot girl Tamaranian. But at the same time, where is stuff happening? You know, Beast Boy's been pushed away. Like, he's not doing anything because he's basically just Raven's love interest, but because the actor is too old to have any really intimate scenes with the young actress that they have to play Raven, that never goes anywhere really. And it just, you know, I watch The Flash, which has always struggled to, you know, give Candice Patton's Iris West something to do. Nor they got well because she's connected to Barry, so they could do a bunch of Barry stuff, but like really sideline Iris overall. And these are the things that aggravate me, is that we fight for these and we champion for these race-bent characters because we know that the intention is to add diversity to a very, you know, undiverse setting, and that's dope. And then when we get these characters, they are often not given their due, not allowed to be badasses, and it's just very tedious to be having this conversation so often about a character like this. And I just really, as I said before, I need producers and writers who do this kind of casting to understand that these people need support teams, so they will get hated on for nothing, okay? People hate Josie on Riverdale, and she's not even a character for real. They had to put her in a different show so she can finally get a screen time. A storyline and screen time. She had to go to a different show. Katie Keene, not even her own show. Katie Keene's not even a real Archie character like that. You know what I mean? Like, the disrespect on her name. And yet, Katie Keene's gonna have all her antagonists, the Cabots is in this. But it's not about that. But I really get mad loud because I got real offended. I was like, to have a Katie Keene show but not a Josie show? Disrespect. And they made such a big deal about casting all black Pussycats, but then the girl is just gone. And the only one who had a storyline was the light-skinned one. And it was like, when Dolls left Went Out of Earth, I think to me, like that, when he left Went Out of Earth, when Hale left Lost Girl to go do better important things, the line is always like, well, they're off to go do different things and they could have said they wanted to and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, listen, actors like to eat, right? You a black actor, you know people not trying to feed you that often, you gonna stay on your show, unless you need a Dobrev, because she's at the Vampire Diaries for some reason. But she's trying to be an actress. They was telling her things. But I get that idea. But here's the thing, because you know what happened? So Hannah John Kamen, right, who is the lead on Killjoys, plays Dutch, right? So she plays Dutch, she plays Anila, and last year she was in Ant-Man. She was in, as a villain, major villain. She was on Tomb Raider. She's been in, you know, Black Mirror, all kinds of stuff, doing this while doing Killjoys. She ain't leave her show. You know why? Because she a lead character. When you a lead character on a hit show and you black, you ain't just gonna leave to be in 2 movies. Okay? Like, okay? Viola Davis is still in How to Get Away with Murder. She won an Oscar. People need to eat. People take shitty roles and problematic roles so that they can eat. Okay? I understand. You know what? I'm not saying that there's a reason they were forced down. I'm not saying they were forced. I'm not saying that, like, I hate these shows now. Because I still love Winona Earp. But as I said many times, the problem is that they are cared for and loved more when they leave. Because I'm sure now James will have a storyline. I'm sure now James will matter. But, like, he's going to leave. So who cares? His sister's going to be on the show now to be with Alex. Why would she even be there if he's not there anymore? Wasn't the whole point of her coming so that they could bond and regain their siblinghood? I just need these shows to realize that when you want to race bend characters, you need to do so with sense, with care. Because here's the thing, I don't know if there's tension between him and other people on the show, but I can assure you this. There are white men who have careers right now who have sexually assaulted, raped, and harassed people, and that's not what he has done. No matter, even if he is a crank, let me tell you what, if he signed on to the show when it was on CBS, said that he was going to be a main love interest, and then he moves, because they moved from there to CW, and all of a sudden he has to play second ringer to some random white man, I'd be cantankerous too. Unless I see some receipts about him creating a toxic environment, as far as I'm concerned, if he's upset because he got derailed hardcore by everyone, is disrespected by the fandom constantly and gets no support from the writing team by having his character be interesting, I would be mad too. Because I didn't sign in for that. I signed in to be a lead. Not to be second ring. Not to have people mad at me because I'm dating Leon Luthor. Okay, like that's not his truth, his path, okay? His pa was not made for that. I've been watching DS9. I'm living my best life. I'm over it. I'm over this kind of thing. If you're gonna race bend these characters, build support systems for their actors, and stop thinking that it's enough just to have them there. Here's my whole thing. If they are a show committed to being the progressive show that they are presenting themselves to be, even if they don't like him, even if they think he's the worst person on earth, you should still write a good storyline for him, because he is your major black male character. He's an important character because he's Jimmy Olsen, dude. That's one of the biggest Superman characters that you could fucking have to work with. And now that you still couldn't do anything with him, and had him date Luthor, and had him date Kara, and he's still not interesting, that's the fault in y'all stars. That's y'all. You did that, and I'm gonna go be cute outside because my outfit is, I cute, so I'm gonna go be cute. But I just had to let that out of my chest, and I wanted to make like a smaller, shorter, more kiki video because the last one was very much teleprompter scripted. This is me just being weird. But I just wanted to get that off my chest because I am tired of seeing this trend happening. And now that The Little Mermaid is coming out with a black lead with Halle Bailey, I'm worried because so far they've been like, oh, we want to have like Javier Bardem talk for her father. I'm like, now I know that fish can have multiple fathers because of the whole spraying the semen on the egg type thing, but we're not doing that here, okay? We're not doing that in the Disney movie. We're not taking in consideration to that, because if we did, then we have to acknowledge that Nala and Simba are probably brother and sister. So we're not gonna do that. If you're gonna make a black Little Mermaid, you know it's time to do Disney to give us finally, because we do not have one, a black Disney prince. We do not have one. Please put John Boyega in the role. Amen. Goodbye. If you like this video and you like to wine time with me, please like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think and how, if you had been in Supergirl, if you've been in the writing room, if you were hashtag blessed to have that position, what kind of storylines would you have given James? For me, I think even if he was never going to be a part of Kara's long-term love interest, I think it would have been really great to have him be really on the ground reporting with Kara. I think they should have given him a very Peter Parker-esque position of being like the person who really covers the Supergirl brand, and have him having to be the one who's kind of dealing with being sort of like Supergirl's man on the town. Like, I think that they should have done a big job of, like, if he's, you know, Superman's best friend and does all of that, let him be that for Kara. I think they should have made him be like a much better reporter. I think he should have been covering super things. He should have been out there in the streets, getting that first-hand perspective, interviewing, you know, doing the stuff that Kara gets to do when she gets to be a journalist, when she remembers what her job is.